Yeah, well, Biden, I met him twice.
Do you think like his health was really that bad when he was in his presidency?
Yeah, everybody knew. Come on, even Tupper like wrote a book about it. I mean, he doesn't want to reveal that in front of us, but
So are most of the news anchor people like really nice?
they're a little bit of a diva. Some women, Casey Hunt, we heard like the company now they wanna like sell it.
Hey, it's fun for you.
How you doing, brother?
Yes.
How is this a lie?
What is a lie?
What is a lie?
Right.
A lie is something that's not true. What is the thing that he doesn't want to reveal? Captain. James O'Keefe here in Washington, D.C., outside CNN headquarters, reporting on one Pablo Parada, a stage manager here at CNN, the lead for Jake Tapper. Pablo has interacted with Jake Tapper a number of times, other people within CNN. Pablo gives our undercover journalist a plethora of inside information inside Tapper's off-camera personality, reporting on what Tapper does inside the studio here, promotion of his new book, and most importantly, CNN's possible deceptive reporting of Joe Biden's mental state.
Jake Tapper, yeah, I work with him.
So you're a stage
Manager.
Yeah. Okay.
And I tell, the camera people, the people that put the microphones, the talent, I give them like, the cues, for example, like, okay, so this is what you're gonna do. So I explain it, how we're gonna do the show today.
Stage manager Pablo claims that he met President Biden twice and that, quote, everybody knew that Biden's condition was in severe decline, despite reporting the opposite to the American people on a daily basis.
Yeah, well, Biden, I met him twice.
Oh, you met him twice?
Yeah.
While he was like still in office?
Well, and when he was the vice president, and then when he was running
so, like,
for
during
president.
Obama's.
Right.
Oh, okay. Wow. Did you see any difference between when you met him as a vice president and president?
Well, he was sharper for sure.
He was sharper back then?
Yeah.
Do you think like his health was really that bad when he was in his presidency?
Yeah, everybody knew. Come on, even Tupper like wrote a book about it. Like,
yeah.
Who knows? I mean, he doesn't want to reveal that in front of us, but.
Right. So you think it's true? Yeah.
Now, the reason this is so concerning is that during the Biden campaign and throughout his presidency, we were repeatedly told by CNN and others news outlets that Biden was, quote, perfectly healthy and, quote, extremely competent and, quote, sharp as a tack.
I think what we see on stage with Joe Biden, Jake, is very clearly a cognitive decline.
I think you were mocking his stutter, and I think you have absolutely no standing to diagnose somebody's cognitive decline. The Washington Post just put out a piece examining how President Biden embraces his stutter, talking about it, while Trump mocks it, exaggerates it, belittles it. He's sharp physically. I mean, mentally. Yeah. I think the question is physically, right? He's 81. And his memory, it doesn't seem great. It's not horrible.
Now, this raised some questions. How long has Tapper known, even while he was writing this book, that CNN's reporting of Biden's mental state was a deceptive cover-up?
The Democrats have been involved in a big cover-up here.
Calling it a cover-up, that's pretty strong words. Are you suggesting that there's something that needs to be investigated in a serious way?
The soon-to-be-released new book titled Original Sin, President Biden's Decline, its cover-up and his disastrous choice to run again.
His book, he loves talking about his book. That's his passion. So, I don't know, there was a Jon Stewart segment that he was making fun of Jake Tapper. Because he was showing the book like almost every day.
I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's on Biden's decline. It's called Original Sin. I'm sure you've heard on May 20th. That's Tuesday. Original Sin. That's coming out in 3 weeks. On May 20th. That's just 19 days away. In 1 week and 1 day. Coming out in just a few days.
Comes out Tuesday. You will not believe what we found out.
So, and it happened like the next day. I was working with him, and we had the books on top of the desk. And he was looking at the books, and he was like, "I'm not gonna show them today. I'm just gonna leave them there." I'm like, "Why?" I knew why, but I just asked him why. And he was like, "No, because of that Jon Stewart segment." Making fun of me, and well, I'm like, come on, man, like he was just I'm not mad. He was like, I'm not mad, and I'm like, yeah, clearly.
Now, it does seem incredibly bizarre and dishonest to flippantly go from participating in the cover story to flogging a book about Biden's decline and the dishonest propaganda that you actively participated in. We have some security here on the premises. We have various spies from within CNN spying on us as we do this on camera. One security guard even saying, just do your job. And asked not to be filmed. I asked what he did. He said, it's none of my business. We're doing a story about CNN. Jake Tapper. Do you work with him?
Don't know anything about Jake Tapper.
You know a guy named Pablo. Do you notice how they just sort of like become a different, like a robot? I am going to turn into a robot and walk away. Pablo also went on to describe what he called as diva behavior from anchors such as Casey Hunt.
So are most of the news anchor people like really nice? Or are they kind of mean?
Say it again?
I said, are the most of the news anchor people?
Those that are not that much, it's because they're a little bit of diva.
They're divas?
Some of them, yes. Yes. Some women, Casey Hunt. And I think she's been doing better now because we believe at work that they give her like an ultimatum.
An ultimatum?
Because she was coming from, I think, CBS.
Oh,
So she was coming with a kind of like an ego already. Because over there she was like a big star.
Oh, okay.
So everybody was like, who is she? Like,
Sure.
who she thinks she is?
Now, Pablo also disclosed that CNN may be being purchased by a new unknown buyer. Currently, they're under Warner Brothers Discovery.
We heard like the company now they wanna like sell it. Now we are under Warner Brothers Discovery, and now we just heard like some people say that there are like, might be a new one.
Do you think that just has to do with like views being down and you're just trying to make it the best as possible, or?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Our undercover journalist arranged a second meeting with Pablo, where I caught up with Pablo to ask him some questions.
I remember you mentioned that CNN might like be sold. Do you know who's like any potential buyers or anything?
No.
No.
We'll do protein before we go in. There's no time to eat. All right. Ready?
You'll be good for like a reporter. I mean, for like a news company.
A news company.
Watch out, watch out. Yep. How you doing?
I'm gonna go grab some water. Is that okay? I will be right back.
How you doing, brother?
Yes.
Is CNN the most trusted name in news?
Yes, of course.
So why not publish what Tapper knows when he knows it?
Oh, that's a question that you may have to ask them.
What do you do for CNN?
None of your business. But anything else?
Now, he didn't run away. He ran your way. The guy actually went into Pacers running. Well, he's not running away, but he's going into the running store. That's ironic.